Musk and SpaceX are frequently in the news nowadays. Musk is unafraid to be himself, and his company is now one of the most powerful in the space sector. In today's video, we are going to look into the 5 significant ways in which Musk and SpaceX has changed spaceflight since its existence. So, stay till the end of the video and show us your support by subscribing to our channel so you don't miss videos in the future. On March 14, 2002, Elon Musk launched SpaceX with lofty goals of building reusable rockets, commercial spacecraft, and other sophisticated technology. Now in 2022, SpaceX is already a dominant power in its own right. And just as Musk promised, SpaceX is already routinely launching and landing rockets, carrying payloads for a diverse spectrum of clients, including private companies, NASA, and the United States Space Force. Here are 5 ways in which SpaceX rose from relative obscurity to new levels of fame. Reusing rockets and landing boosters. Did you know SpaceX recovers and reuses the first stages of both the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy rockets in a spectacular feat of rocket technology that is now considered normal? Indeed, such reusing is critical to the company's capacity to reduce expenses. About 9 minutes after liftoff, the returning rockets make smooth vertical landings on firm ground near the launch pad or an autonomous drone ships in the middle of the ocean. SpaceX also aims to launch frequently, particularly in order to make its Starlink constellation operational, and emphasizes the need of reusable rockets in increasing launch cadence and cutting costs. Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy rockets are now only partially reusable. Their upper stages are still discarded after launching. The Starship Super Heavy system, on the other hand, will be completely reusable, and the Super Heavy landings will be sight to behold. SpaceX ramped up orbital space tourism. Inspiration 4 flew 367 miles above Earth, giving it a significantly better perspective than astronauts on the International Space Station, about 250 miles. The crew also benefited from a domed window rather than the small portholes used by prior generations of NASA and Soviet astronauts in the 1960s and 1970s. The Crew Dragon resilience and its space flyers circled the Earth for 3 days at a greater altitude than any man has attained since the Hubble Space Telescope servicing mission in 1999. In the near future, SpaceX will transport paying passengers to the International Space Station for the company Axiom Space, which has scheduled 6 trips utilizing the Falcon 9 Dragon system. The first of these flights, AX-1, is set to take off on March 30th. SpaceX made big spaceflight dreams mainstream again. Readers of a certain age may recall German-American rocket scientist Wernher von Braun collaborating with organizations such as Disney to popularize space stations and a future crewed space travel in the 1950s, prior to the Saturn V rocket, whose design he led, launching people to the moon during NASA's Apollo program. As Apollo sank into obscurity in the 1970s, such big dreams became uncool. Enter Elon Musk. Given that he gained $180 million in 2002 when eBay purchased PayPal, he had extraordinary freedom for a spaceflight player. He invested a large portion of this income in SpaceX and has long advocated for mankind to become interplanetary in order to decrease the fear of extinction. Mars, he suggested, would be an excellent destination for us. In recent years, Musk and SpaceX have focused much of their efforts on creating Starship, a massive rocket-spaceship combo planned to transport humans to Mars and other far-flung locations. Put billionaires at the forefront of space exploration. Of course, Musk is not the only billionaire involved in the space sector. For example, Jeff Bezos founded the spaceflight company Blue Origin in 2001, while Richard Branson's Virgin Group includes the suborbital space tourism company Virgin Galactic. But Musk has received more attention than his fellow space billionaires, thanks in part to SpaceX's several high-profile accomplishments and in part to his active and occasionally contentious Twitter presence. SpaceX brought new style to spaceflight. In 2017, Musk unveiled the long-awaited spacesuits that NASA astronauts and anyone on board his spaceships would wear on future missions. In keeping with his history of breaking news on social media, he shared the first photographs on Instagram. While Musk stated that it was incredibly hard to blend aesthetics and function in the spacesuits, people immediately commented on their movie star appearance. Musk had convinced his Instagram fans that SpaceX suit was too thin. It definitely works. You can just jump in a vacuum chamber with it and it's fine. That's all for today's video. Let us know more in the comments below. Thanks for watching.